Hello my dear friend, my name is Bogdan and I skate this. And today's video is about how to pump the pump track. As you can see right now, I'm at the best location in Kyiv city for pumping, and it is pump track. Alright, let me know in the comment, have you ever tried before pumping the tracks? And let's start. Alright, so just before we start, let me show what is actually pumping the track and skating the pump track. And you can do also something like that. And like that. Alright, so now when you know exactly that I just wanted to say that now when you can see that I know how to pump the pump track and to break the speed with my bottom, we actually can start the video. Alright, so at first let's start with theory, then we get closer to practice. The main thing about pumping the pump track is it is very similar to quarter pipes, to ramps, mini ramps, half pipes, but it has some spicy sauce. What is it? When you're actually skating down the quarter, you just plant your stance, yeah, place your shoulders out of your toes, so getting the perpendicular with the quarter, so not to fall on your neck, head, back and bottom, and then you just actually drop. But here is the thing, when you do it on the pump track, just after you land your first drop, you actually have to do it one more and one more and one more and one more, and it just goes and goes to the time when you break the speed with your bottom. So the thing is, if you're skating down the quarter, only one quarter, you have just to plant your shoulders, plant your stance and skate down. One more. Well, that's it. But when you have a lot of waves, hills, bumps of the pump track, you have to do smooth transition between your stance for skating down the quarter and then transition to stance when you have to get up. And then this going very rapidly. You have to do it quite fast. After you skate down, make transition, one more down. Transition, one more down. And this is actually the pump, yeah? Your legs gonna hurt, your bottom gonna hurt, your back gonna hurt, I mean lower back. The main thing, hold the perpendicular to the to your quarters, yeah, to your heels, and plant your transitions very smoothly. Or it should be like a shim, yeah? So you're skating forward, so you have to bend your shoulders forward. But when you have the great uphill, just make your back a little bit more straight, a little bit, because if you do it too much, you will fall on your bottom. Here is the video where when my sweetie fall on her bottom because she...
Oh yes, let's go. Старается. Газуй, тут прямо. Ще газуй. Ще газуй. Поворот. Газуй. Руки.
Lost her shoulders. Your shoulders is like an anchor, is like a cartwheel that always goes forward, and all the body follows your shoulders. One more. Perpendicular, shoulders, transition, shoulders, transition, shoulders. When you get the proper speed, so if you do the pump right, you've got a super high speed, you have to add your feet, and you have to fit it enormously, because they are going to take all the pressure that you give with the pump. One more. Gaining some speed, pump. Gaining some speed, pump. So pump is, what is pump? Basically bending your back, so smooth transition, and bending your knees, so to gain higher speed. Well, the theory, this is it. Now let's get closer to actually pumping, yeah? Yeah. Alright, so practicing pumps starts with the smallest pump that you can find on your pump track. This is my smallest. Let's get closer. I know this thing. I know how to follow my bottom. And from this point, you have to do all the same that we've gained just from the theory with quarters, but with the several ways. Let's try. Then you're trying just the same in the opposite direction. Your task is to gain the movement of your back and to gain the proper momentum when you have to use your legs. Like this. Here is the thing, if you pay attention, I use a lot the scooter. What is scooter? Scooter is when you lose your speed and you just get closer to the hill, yeah? You just plant your back foot in the 90 degrees and then just scooter in the hill. One more. Pumping, 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 pumping. Also pay attention, I'm starting that was previous on the lower hills, because I know how to manage this quarter. First 10, 20, 100 tries, maybe 1000, it will be extremely difficult to gain the speed, so to avoid the steps. But that's okay, when you finally get the proper movement of your stomach, bottom, back, you may get higher if you know how to manage higher quarters, and then just try to bend your knees more to gain the higher speed. Alright, let's pay some small attention on our arms. They are your cartwheel. They should be planted forward, so not to relieve your shoulders after your bottom. So if you put your arms too much up, you put your bottom forward, you're falling backwards. So just plant them somewhere between your chest and between your stomach. I don't know, how is this hole named? Please let me know in the comment section. I know this one, the hole. I don't know. So just plant your arms forward, lean your bottom back, and just throw a small moon line. Okay, this is what about pumping. Let's get closer to turns with the counter edges. Turns. Let's get closer to turns. Alright, so if you're skating the pump track, if your pump track is not just hills in your garden, you will have to manage the eagle, the edge, the turn. Alright, let it be the turn. Here is the turn. And here's the thing. If you're just turning with your blade, you just have to spin your shoulders and that will do. But when you do it on the pump track, you've got the hill. So you have to manage all the theory of managing the hill, plus you have to do it with the turn. Let me explain. Have you ever watched Matrix? So not the spoon is bending, you are bending Neo. So the problem is you have to hold the perpendicular all the way of your edge. What does it mean? Yeah, you have to be with perpendicular of the heel. So if our heel goes like this, you have to be like this. So you have to put your shoulders to hold the 90 degrees. Plus, you have to turn. If you're turning left, you have to spin, rotate your shoulders to the left. Be very careful, because when you're doing the turn, you also gonna feel the pressure of the center. I don't know, please let me also know in the comment section the power of the center rolling power. So when you're skating on the speed, with the speed around the center, this center is going to push you from this edge. Let me show. Here I'm skating, shoulders. If you rotate your shoulders too much, you're gonna lose your balance and just fall into inner side, to the center of the edge. If you're spinning your shoulders less, let me show. You just can't turn. So you have to spin your shoulders with the proper amount of degrees so to manage the heel. And also don't forget about perpendicular and about the pump. Let's get closer with all these things. Pump, pump, shoulders pump, pump. If you lose your speed, again, just use the scooter. Place your back foot of the monoline in the 90 degrees, just push it, and that will do. So this is the basics, honestly. Let's manage all the information. 90 degrees, smaller edge to begin, edges with the turning shoulders. Of course, there are a lot of details, how to manage it faster, how to do transfers and all this stuff. But for the beginners, that will do. And if you are very beginner and you don't know how to skate, just let me know. We can do online course or online lessons. Yeah, I've got all recorded videos, so you can actually manage your skates. So then, after some time, get closer to the pump. So this is it. This is how to manage the pump track. If you like this video, if you got more questions, just let me know in the comment section. I'll do the next one. Bye bye.